Hello? 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 Is anyone there? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Question mark. How's the levels? I'm playing some jazz. Royalty-free jazz. It doesn't seem to be in a playlist though. How do you reckon I get this in a playlist? Royalty-free music. We just want loads of jazz, don't we? Jazz. Hear me loud and clear. Good. Should we go for some jazz? I don't know how to set up a playlist on this. Incompetech. Watch a lounge. How's the jazz in relation to my voice? Is it good? Can you hear it? What am I going to start off with? Hello? The jazz is a little loud. How's that? I've turned it down. I've turned it way down. Is that better? Hello. Testing. Wicked. Cool. That's what we like to hear. What do you think of my layout? I might get rid of it. Makes the Photoshop bit a bit small. But then again, if I just do that, and zoom in when I'm drawing, which I will be. I don't know. I'll keep it for now. Smooth jazz. Alright. The layout's fine. Sweet. Okay. So we're gonna want I've noticed Chrome kind of freaks out when you're streaming. That's cool. I like that. It's kind of like Wind Waker. So for the ship, I'm kind of thinking 2 sails, like one red and one white, but in this sort of style. That's kind of a nice style. And I'm going to do a proper treehouse. I'm not going to stick to too much what it was actually like on the series because there's no point copying it, is there? So we're going to get some cool concept art together based on some images I was sent earlier, which I'll try and find. Oh, hang on, my cat wants to come in. Our cat's so much of a coward, she doesn't like jumping off of the fence, so we have to get her in most of the time. Okay. Am I after those images? Okay, I've got a bunch of images here that have been sent by the guys in our group as like inspiration for the sort of style we're going for. I'll drag them across. So it's sort of like this cartoony, half realistic style. Kind of like that. I kind of like the stone. I'm probably going to keep it all wood though. Maybe do like a slate roof. That looks kind of cool. This one's my favourite. This is really nice. I like the fact that it looks kind of like a barrel in a tree with like a platform. I like that. Got some really detailed renders as well, like the original concept art and stuff. It's really nice. So we'll keep that one in mind. Then there's all this. Kind of like this style, but once again that's not really what we're after. Get rid of that one. That's what we're keeping. And that's pretty much it. Cool. Let's draw some stuff then. Alright. So basically what we've got now is a big hill that leads up to the airship, but there's no real what we wanted. So at the moment it basically does this. There's the airship here. You jump onto the airship like that. That's us in the car. You go sort of over the airship and down onto another hill, which is a little bit boring. What I intend to do is have the ground stay level. Well, it'll come up a little bit. And the path itself will then, yes, hello, not quite so steep and a bit higgledy-piggledy. That's my phone. Will rise up into some really tall trees, which then launch into nothing, and then we have the ship sort of here like that. So you launch off into the ship, and then this side can be a cliff. That's fine. So did I just do that on the? I did. So that's what we're really going to go for here. Sorry, my phone's just freaking out. I'm going to turn it off. I'm just going to tell my brother that I'm streaming. He asked to see. /Yogscart. Cool. Streaming now. Come and watch me. Maybe butt Phoebes. Cool. So I'm going to bring up this treehouse image. Cool. So I'd also like a treehouse somewhere. I think I'm going to focus on that first because it seems to be the bit which I am going to find most fun. So I basically wanted a sort of like a Y-shaped tree. So the main thing would be like this. Nice. Like that. And then the treehouse would sort of nestle in the middle. Have bits sort of coming off it. Like that. and like a long rope ladder coming down, and then like a platform around the whole tree with like ropes leading up, and like a fence, and of course we'd have like some owls just nestled around the place and stuff like that. So that's like the basic idea of what we were going for, which I've once again just drawn on the logo layer. Just shrink that down really small and stick it in the corner. So, a tree. Nice pale colour. Sorry, I'm just my first time streaming, in case you couldn't tell. So I'm not really used to it yet. Thought I turned you off. I did, right. Okay. Where's this going to sit? I quite like the idea of this being sort of the first tree in the collection of them. So, if we were to see this from the side, we'd have the track. Right colour. So from the side, the track would kind of come along like this, start to raise up on the hill. Once again, I'm drawing it on the wrong bloody layer. Okay, so yeah, good. So we have obviously like a set of bushes towards ground level, and then a few trees like this. The pen does this sometimes. I'm using a Wacom tablet, and sometimes it doesn't register the pressure and it just draws a line at the thickest possible thickness, I guess, as if I'm pressing down really, really hard. When I'm not, I haven't actually changed the pressure at all. It's really fucking annoying, actually. So, sort of a fence around the edge, and sort of through the trees. This is a side-on view, in case anybody hadn't realised. Through the trees, you'd see the road begin to rise onto like wooden slats. So, almost like a rope bridge. Actually, a rope bridge might be quite nice. I was going to say instead of ropes, we'd have wooden barriers along the side. But if we could do a rope bridge, dev guys, that'd be quite cool, I think. And it sort of just rises up in the trees like that. Yeah. Sorry. So, done that again. So yeah, it rises up past the tree house. And by this point, the trees, there'll be trees on this side too, but I'm not really going to draw them because otherwise you won't be able to see the road from this angle. So sort of by this point, the trees are getting pretty intense, and the sort of the trunks are getting thicker. Sort of a bit bulbous because they're kind of jungle trees. I guess the combination I'm going for is sort of like halfway between cartoony and realistic, because that's sort of the style that we've got for Yogscart at the moment. And that would sort of lead to the jump there. So we'd have these sort of stilts all the way along. This point, I tend to hunch a lot. You can't actually see my face. I'll sit up a bit. Sorry. Better? Yeah, you can see me now. So yeah, then you leap off of the cliff onto... sorry, not the cliff. Off of like the raised trees onto the airship, which is going to be a separate design itself, obviously. Now there'll be trees both the side of this, in front and behind. Sort of like a little mini forest, but I'm not going to draw them because you won't be able to see it. I'll draw it from a different angle and I'll put them in. I'll do like a top down as well. So we want like a nice, really big tree at the top, which is almost as tall as how high the airship is flying. Oh, you're kidding me, cat. You're not going out again. Oh dear, meow meow. That's it, you're not coming back in. I'm kidding. Go on. Go on. So... oh, we've run out of jazz. Run out of jazz ages ago. I'm going to find a proper jazz website to get my jazz on. Royalty-free radio. Royaltyfreemusicradio.com. Could have probably guessed that myself. Oh, God, what's all this? I want chill out music. No, I want cool jazz radio.
You are listening to royaltyfreemusicradio.com.
Oh, that's much better. Is that too loud though? How is that? Is that okay? Blah 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 blah. I am speaking now. Yeah? Nice. Hello. Oh, I don't have don't actually have Twitch open anymore. Cool. Sorry guys, I may have missed all of the chat if there was any, if there's actually anybody even watching. I may have missed it all. Say everything that you just said again. Oh, this is much better. I can feel the creative... oh, it's not going to keep saying that, is it? Feel the creative juices flowing. And I'd quite like, just before the jump, we'd have sort of, in plain view, maybe not actually up here, but around, we'd have like a few of Lamadia's derpy owls about the place. Actually, do we want that, or should we just expand? Let's expand this. Let's do it with a white background, like a not complete idiot. This jazz is intense. So laying this layer side on.
royaltyfreemusicradio.com. High quality music to play in your place of business.
And we kind of want the edge of the ramp to sort of burst out from between the trees. That would be the speed boost there. So like the trees almost finish just before the edge of the ramp does. Yeah, that looks good. And then I think we can delete that. Then tethered to the last tree, we want a ship, which is going to be weird to draw from this angle. Ooh. Let's give it a go. This may take a couple of attempts. I'm not very good at perspective. far too small. But people can understand, and I'll draw it in more detail from a different angle. So up like that onto the airship, which I'll increase in height. I feel like we can probably spread this out quite a bit. Six people watching. It's a record.
RoyaltyFreeMusicRadio.com. High quality music to play in your place of business.
Woo. Well, this ship needs to be just generally bigger, more of a spectacle. Yeah, it's much nicer. So you sort of you race up in between these trees. You see the Madias and Niles' sort of tree house. You meet a couple of owls, and then you launch yourself off of the speed boost over maybe. So the rest of the crown sort of comes out like this. Maybe this is actually a lake. As far as I recall, this is in sort of the centre of the map. Actually, the thing to do would be to have a quick play.
You are listening to RoyaltyFreeMusicRadio.com.
Where did I put it? Let's have it windowed. And let's have it there. Made with Unity. Let's see if this will work, because it's set up not to stream. Oh no, that's the wrong one. That's like a development test one with only Shin's Farm on it. Where is the real one? Here it is. I think you can play Owl Island on this one. Let's shrink it down a bit. Owl Island? Hello? We are a non-profit fan game and in no way affiliated with the Yogscart or Youth Olympic Games, so please do not sue us. Thank you. Let's turn... I don't even know if you can turn the sound off. Quality, fantastic. I don't think you can. No. Let's have a Grand Prix of 50cc as Luis, wearing no hat, in a normal car. In... oh no, okay. Stin's Farm is wrong. This is an old version as well. We've updated this a lot. Those rolling hills. Shall we quit? No, it's not on here. I know where I saw it. It was on the YouTube. You think the record on the channel is 20 to 30? Right at the start, the highest is over 300 because of the Christmas live streams. I still think 6 is pretty respectable. I mean, come on. 6 people, 7 people watching now. That's a lot of people. That's like 7 more people than usually watch me on the internet. So, I mean, don't diss. Owl Island development gameplay. Here we go. That's what we're after. Ooh. Cool. So, you start off on the top of this hill, drive down the hill, do a big left, you go over a bridge. So we've got the wooden slats already, so that's no worries. You go into a tunnel. Okay, it's just coming up, isn't it? Yeah. Cool. So you go around the corner. You got this great big massive hill, and that's the airship there. So what I'd like to see is this starting to turn into the forest here. So you sort of, as you turn the corner, the trees are becoming a bit more intense and they start to build up. And
Now have the right
bam! There you see sort of like the house, and you scroll up and there's a big owl, and then this is all on ramps. You launch over, land on the airship, and you launch over, and that's it. So yeah, that's part of like a big corner. So it's very doable, I think. I think we could definitely fill this in. Back down to 6 people watching. I obviously pissed off that other person. And the other side lands on a cliff, which, to be honest, I think is fine. You don't really want too much forest. So, comes up, and it's the cliff. And it's whatever it is. I think it's straight, actually. Just watched it, I should know. Let's just have it come off straight like that. Maybe we have like a little tree growing out of the edge of the cliff or something. And maybe like just a little lead-in ramp.
RoyaltyFreeMusicRadio.com.
Why does it keep doing that royaltyfreemusicradio.com bit? It's really annoying. I know I'm listening to you. I'm there. You don't need to keep plugging it. So, and there's some clouds in the sky. And bam. Ah, shit. I always do this. I always draw it on the wrong bloody layer. I should lock it really, but too much effort. Cool. So logo, side on, side on. 2. Now I'm just going to go through and sort of add a few more details. In a darker colour, so we get a bit more of the way it's actually going to look. And while we're at it, we might as well save this properly to where to? Recent places. Where to indeed. Why doesn't favourites appear here? View menu. Yeah, for now, let's put it. Yogscart. Just there, that'll do. Alright. Oh, $20 a month. For 3 months. Fuck that. It's not worth it. We'll just listen, we'll just pretend it's part of the jazz. Part of the smooth jazz experience is this lady's soothing voice. Alright.
RoyaltyFreeMusicRadio.com. High quality music to play.
High quality music playing all the time. I feel like I'm in a film noir. Like I should be some grim, chain-smoking private eye investigating like a murder because of this music. And we have like the mud rise up there a bit. This isn't what the carts look like at all, but yeah, I'll do.
You are listening to RoyaltyFreeMusicRadio.com.
Okay. I've got an idea. Twitter.com at where even is that on my PC? At what's Hannah's tag on Twitter? Lamadia? Yeah, at Lamadia. I'm drawing concept art for Owl Island right now for Yogscart. And then Twitch.tv. And that'll definitely mean that she turns up. Of course it will. Hey, it's worth a shot, right? Thanks, Poultry Junius. I have some cool akils. I assume that's skills. Thank you. I appreciate your typoed. God, I cannot speak, think, and draw at the same time. I appreciate your compliment. Thank you. Wow, I am a big old dum-dum. Cool. Yeah. Alright. So... I'm drawing on the wrong layer again, like a fucking noob. Alright. Let's head on to. I need to get this bug fixed. Wacom, and I'll say it on the internet, have absolutely no support for their customers. They are awful. Baby? I just had my cat freaking out. I'm sure she's fine. She's big and ugly enough to look after herself. Okay, so we want like that. I think we want this to be a circle hut. I really like that on the other bit of concept art. Let's bring that up again, actually. So, I really like the fact that this is a barrel. So I might go for that, and I like the door on the front, but I don't want to copy it, and I always end up copying stuff whenever I use it for quote-unquote inspiration. So I'm going to try not to. You copy it too much. He says, and then proceeds to copy every part. No, I will not. I am going to try my darndest not to be a jerk. That is too big. Hey guys, in case you hadn't realised, I'm listening to royalty-free-radio-music.com, where you can get all your royalty-free music needs, evidently. You want like a little rope ladder hanging down with me. Yeah, that's good. Oh, the jazz flute. Oh, I like this. This might be worth paying $30 every 3 months or some bullshit, however much it is. Can you guys hear this? Can you hear the jazz? Some good jazz.
You now have the right to play music in your office, store, or restaurant.
You can use it in the office, store, or restaurant, guys. Did you know that? Do you know what? It's kind of nice, but that bit's not. It needs to be more to it. It needs to be like a sprawling mess. But at the same time, I don't want it to be massive, so I might just do like a little. Oh, this bloody thing.
RoyaltyFreeMusicRadio.com. High quality music to play in your place of business.
I think it's when you make too many small movements, if you understand. So this could be like a little cutaway. Okay. Be like a little cutaway here, leading down. It's like the ladder to get in. And you sort of just lean on the edge, like, yeah, this is my island. Then I think I'm going to have another bit up here, because that's cool, but it's not quite cool enough for my liking. So
You now have the right to play music in your office, store, or restaurant without paying the high monthly fees charged by BMI and ASCAP.
So yeah, it's going to need that for sure. Alright, cool. Let's keep going. Ah. Doo-doo. Listen to the jazz and don't stress out. Seven people watching. Hello, new viewer, singular. The best game guy. Is he actually looking at chat? He is every now and then. Ah, okay. Hi, the best game guy. Thank you. Hello. Suggestions. What do you think should be here? Sorry, I kind of get involved in the drawing and miss what's going on. There needs to be like a... Actually, no, there really doesn't. That was almost a really bad idea. I was about to say there needs to be a thing that makes a noise when somebody does a chat. But no, that is a terrible idea. What am I doing? I'm drawing a road. Sorry, yeah, I do get distracted. I'll try and look up more often. Could you put some cats on the islands? And some birds? He's the new viewer, the best game guy. Thanks, the best game guy. Just for you, I'll put a cat on the island. I'll have a cat chilling out on top of the next Owl Island house, which I'll draw now, just for you. And to say I'm very sorry that I didn't see your message straight away. I am a big dum-dum.
High quality music to play in your place of business.
Okay, right. So I think we should have like bursting out of the tree tops here, like have a nice big wavy sticky out tree bit, and then the branch does that. Fill all that up with actual tree bits, and then sticking out of here we can just have, instead of that owl, I'll move that owl somewhere else. We can have another set of barriers that's a bit bigger. So So it does that. It does that. You've got some big like struts leaning back into the trees to hold it all up. Because realism is key. As you can clearly see in my designs.
Without paying the high monthly fees charged by BMI and ASCAP.
Some more tree bits. Looking out. We'll have another guy. These people are just for me. They don't have to be in there. He's sitting on the edge, looking down. A square? Do we want a square? Or do we want it to be a circle? You could draw some birds flying away from the tree because of the cat. And you're honoured to have a cat drawn because of me. Alright, cool. Well, I'm glad you're happy. Let's have this one be like a bit of a box. Oh, I know. Let's actually have this be made out of logs, right? Bear with me. This may look shite. May look shite, but we'll roll with it. So the tree sort of comes out of that bit. And that looks terrible, it looks like a giant knob. Let's go back to our original idea. So some barriers, wooden struts holding it in place. And let's have a circle. I kind of like the look of circles, and it stops it looking like Minecraft Owl Island. Plus the towers in circles just look really good. I really like them. Ooh, jazz. Oh yeah. See, this is what I get when I try and improvise. I just can't do it.
You are listening to royaltyfreemusicradio.com.
Something wrong with that cat's leg. Rabbit Chiz is apparently omnipresent. And down here, the best guy are going to be
You now have the right to play music in your office, store, or restaurant.
your
Without paying the
owls
high monthly fees charged by BMI and ASCAP.
flying away from a rather demented looking cat. It looks a little bit more like a monkey. That is not a cat. I'm not very good at cats. Stream keeps going black for me. Okay. Sorry, Robo. Don't know what to do about that. No, I don't know what to do about that. Thank you for the hours. It looks really cool. No worries, man. You're welcome. Cool. Anyone else got any ideas? Shout them out. For sure. And tell other people that I'm streaming. Let's get them on it. Let's get them watching and having feedback and stuff. That'd be really nice. Shall we have a cool rope ladder that does that? I think we should. Dev team are probably going to hate me for putting all this stuff in. But you have to do it if you don't like it. Alright. Sweet. Let's have this door like that. This is like 1980s die-hard cheesy pop flick jazz when like the detective has to go to a strip club or whatever, and like it wasn't quite the rules weren't quite loose enough they could actually have strippers, so it's just like some woman in full clothes. Because the American Film Association was so strict. Get rid of that. Alright, that doesn't look too bad. I think it helps when you zoom out because you can't see the details. And let's have it leaping off into nothing. What time is it? It's 10 past 8. That's fine. Still got time. I pre-cooked my dinner tonight and it's ready to go for when Emma gets back from the gym, just so that I can stream longer for you guys. For all 7 of you. I really appreciate you coming and watching. If you like what you see, go to the YouTube page and stuff. We're going to be releasing Alpha 1.3 of the game in June-ish. It's going to have some cool tracks. It'll have Owl Island on it, hopefully. Shin's Farm, maybe even Rail Bros, stuff like that. So check it out. Latifi, in all seriousness, did you go to college or anything and do an art course? I used to enjoy art, but GCSE just felt really restricting, and so I ended up with a D, despite my exam pieces being A grade. All you need is a Scottish flag for Nalsy. Very good idea, best game guy. Latifi, no, I didn't. I did graphic design in college, and like you, they told me I was shit, and that I didn't understand the industry or anything. And now I'm working as a graphic designer full time. So, eat your words, Mrs. whatever your fucking name was. Yeah, and then I went to university and did media production, but that's mainly based on like film and documentary and stuff. But I kept it up in my spare time, and it's actually only recently that I've started drawing and taking it a bit seriously. So don't get disheartened by your D grade stuff. I find that like exams and things aren't really respective of your actual skill level. Like it's more respective of how much you can cram in and remember in that incredibly pressurized 2 hours of time or whatever that you've got to do the exam. What the fuck does a Scottish flag look like? Is it just like a blue cross? So yeah, if you like drawing, do it. That's all there is to it, really. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Scottish It is a Blue Cross. Yeah, I was right. It is like that. I should know really, being employed by a Scottish man. Okay, cool. That's looking good. It's looking real good. I like it. Let's have some more tree bits coming out. But yeah, and then basically I just sort of kept drawing, really. I don't even think it's going to sound like, oh yeah, I'm rubbish, but there are some people out there who are just like incredible artists. People work for the Yogscart one, Tutron and Nina Serena and everyone, who I just can't even hold a candle to. I'd like to get to that stage one day. Like Tutron just posted a casual picture on Twitter the other day and it just blew my mind. And he was like, oh, I drew it at my lunch. Took me 10 minutes, not too happy with it, and it's just like this perfect picture that I, would have spent hours on myself. You've gone down the media route too. Do editing and stuff as a job, saving for a decent tablet right now. I'd recommend the Wacom. If you've got a spare few £100, I didn't, but I bought it anyway, and like I sort of got enough money to earn and pay myself back. But you really do need the tools, unfortunately. If you don't have any money, you can't buy the tools, and the tools are a big thing. But on the other hand, just buying the tablet or whatever, or the software, it won't make you good. But it will make learning and doing the work easier. But there's no magical fix or anything, you just got to kind of do it. Exams are an accurate representation is the government's thought of you with a letter. Absolutely right, yeah. It's not an accurate portrayal of how much you've learned in that year. It's an accurate portrayal of how much you can remember under situations that aren't ever going to be replicated in the working world. And I can say that for a fact because I'm in the working world and they haven't yet been replicated in that I've been told to cram everything I've learned about something over the course of 3 years into a 2-hour session. Hello? It's a bloody cat. Come in. Come on, Your Highness. Mind your foot, feet. Cool. I probably will be streaming tomorrow night as well, so come back. Because I'm probably not going to get close-ups of these huts done in time for this session, because I've got to go about 9 o'clock. But that's fine. Okay, that side is looking half decent, I'd say. Good enough for a concept sketch for this sort of style anyway. So let me find some reference material for ships. Owl Island Airship Lamadia. Yogscart would be better. Yogscart. Images. So
You are listening to royalty-free music radio.
it had sort of, yeah, it did, didn't it? It had sort of fans on the bottom and stuff. Can't really see it. Jesus, okay. Yes, it had sort of like fans on the bottom and like a few sails. It's the perspective that's really going to mess me up, but we'll give it a go. Cool. A call centre phone for Nazi. I can add a call centre phone in. Watch this. What was that game you played? I get this call every day. Check that out by Yogscart Nazi. It's hilarious.
You now have the right to play music in your office, store, or restaurant without
There you go.
paying the high monthly fees charged by BMI.
Perfect. Hello, Unreal K9. Thanks for joining us. Welcome. Anything you want seen in the drawing, let me know. I'll add it in if I like it. If I don't, I'll probably add it in anyway. I'm not one to judge what's good or bad. So I think from this angle you're not really going to see too much of the ship really, unfortunately, but we'll get around to it. One thing I did want to make sure of was that there's sort of a risen portion around the ship, and there's like a gap to enter it from where you jump, so it's actually clear that it's sort of two fences almost, rather than just like a flat area around the edge, because that's what looked wrong to me in the previous. So this is going to require more detail, so it's going to be very, very rough here, even more rough than this section. Okay. Make some wood. And then on the bottom, oh god, these are going to be sort of, would it be, no, we don't want them that big, that's silly. God, what would that look like? What would it look like? Like that? Yeah, look like that, wouldn't it? Roughly, that kind of perspective. Perspective is hard. That's one thing I can't do very well at all, is perspective. It's one of the hardest things to learn with drawing. It's really just about trial and error, and just the best animators, people and like artists, I find are the ones who do the backgrounds of comic books, believe it or not, because they've got, I mean, how can you draw like such a vast cityscape in each image 20 times on a page and have it look exactly the same? It's insanely underrated as well, because everyone's obviously looking at, you know, the wicked drawing of Spider-Man or whatever the comic is, but no one appreciates the stuff in the background, which is just, honestly, is just phenomenal. I have no idea how they do it. I guess they did get properly trained and things. Your stream crashed. I'm sorry. Can you see it now? Is it back? The best game guy, is your stream back? I guess you can't answer if it's not. Okay, that's not hideous. Like I said, I'll draw a proper one. I'll probably actually get like an actual galleon up, like a war galleon from the Pirates of the Caribbean kind of style, and use that for proper reference. But for now, I think, you know, that gets the point across. You come up, you jump over the gap, you race across, and you land on the other side. Oh, and a crow's nest. Definitely want a crow's nest, because you'll know what sits in the crow's nest. An especially dirty looking owl. This isn't jazz, this is like hip hop. And now it's jazzy. Alright, doesn't look half bad. Does it feed? What do you think? Is the stream up for anyone? Anybody? Anybody? Low. Yep, that's still there. Good. Just the best game guy. It's live for Latifi as well. Is that how you do it? Latifi? Latifi? Latifa. Food. Looking great. Thanks, team members. It doesn't mean less coming from you guys, but you know what it looks like already. You built the fucking thing. I just joined on at the end. Took some of the credit. Stole your stream as well. Like Type E, but not is my motto. Type E. Latifi. Okay, yeah, I get that. Latifi. Latifi, that's nice. Unreal K9, he's watching. Hello, Unreal K9. It's live for you guys, good. This is my first stream, so if it does drop out, I'm very sorry. I have no idea what I'm doing. The other guys had to even set it up for me and everything. For a guy that's, you know, his career is based on computers, I know very little about them. My knowledge inside Adobe is extensive, and outside of that is just minuscule. And that's not in any way an exaggeration. Alright, so I'll just quickly sketch in this bit because it's not really going to change much, and I don't really think it's too important to capture if it's going to stay the same. So we'll just have this come down like that. So that'll do. The piano. I feel like we should probably have like a big owl down here at the beginning. Maybe, maybe not that big. Actually no, the cat is quite a nice idea. We could just have it sitting there chilling out. Because that combines like Owl Island and Cat Island as well. You're improving it by like infinity. Oh, thanks. I don't think that's an accurate number, but I appreciate the enthusiasm. Alright. Cool, let's add a little bit of colour. And then I'll move on to close-ups of this bad boy, and this bad boy. Stick those in a folder. Call it line art. How does everyone like the border as well? Around the edge, sort of like that bit. Does it make the content bit too small, or is it still okay? Colour. Now I've got some cool brushes for this bit, which is sort of built into Photoshop, but they're dynamic. So if I, for example, wanted a nice sky, I'd just go to water brush, make it nice and big, maybe like 300, yeah. And then sit back while my computer has a heart attack. So yeah, they take a little bit to render, but they're sort of, if I, you know, push really hard, then it affects the brush. You can see in the top left there that it's adjusted by tilt and stuff. This is the thing that comes with the tablet. Sorry, whatever your name is, the real guy, the best guy. If you got one of these, it'll come with that. So it's worth checking out for sure. But only if you're going to sort of be making money, because otherwise it's a big investment. I took a risk and it luckily paid off. If it didn't, I would have been just like 700 quid in the hole. So only do it if you're kind of certain that you're going to make a bit of dollar off of it. If you're not, then I'd suggest just something like a Wacom Bamboo, which is about 50 quid or whatever. And you don't draw on the screen, it's just like a little tablet you draw on and look at the screen. But it's still, you know, it's much better than drawing with like a mouse or something, which is just impossible. So just add a little bit of colour, just to differentiate between what's ground, what's mud, what's trees. Really should have made a colour palette actually, but that's a lot of effort for a a bit of concept art. I'm really not going to colour anyway. Plus I'll leave the colour up to the guys that are actually building it, because they'll know what works with what's already there, and you know, I don't want to start fucking around with that. So these streams are going to be uploaded to the YouTube pages as well. If you wanted to watch them or catch them later, or like you think a friend of yours might enjoy it, but they went around, it'll be uploaded there if you want to watch them. I'm not sure whether we're time lapsing them or not. Yeah, that colour looks shit. I'm just going to remove it. Fuck the colour. Cool. That's the side on one. Let's bung all that in a folder and call it side on. Let's duplicate it, and let's then mask everything apart from the bits I want to do. So put that there, and let's get a basic look.
You now have the right to play music in your
Like
office, store, or restaurant.
basic look for a close-up of the hut. How long have we got? Half an hour. Cool. I can do that. Yeah, I can do that in half an hour. Masks, I think I'm confused. And almost forgot. This would in fact be two. Okay. You did have a bamboo and found it quite good. You did get to do some nice sketch work. Would be nice to have a built-in screen. Would have to do lines multiple times to get them right. To be honest, you still have to do that. But it is a lot easier drawing directly on the screen. It's kind of like just drawing on paper. Are we going to have Mario Kart style endurance tracks? Are we going to do that? Oh shit! Hey Yogscart and Maddie, how's it going? I hope you like the track. I don't know when you joined. Look, here you go. That's what I've done so far. So you kind of jump and there's the airship, and yeah, hope you like it. You have to do multiple lines to get them right. Yes, you do. You still do. It's just a drawing thing, really. But it is a lot easier and it's a lot more fun being able to draw directly on the screen. Like, I don't know if you can see. Can you see? Like, it's just down here, and I've got on a Ergotron LX arm as well, so I can sort of put it kind of wherever I want, and it's a lot better. I'd recommend getting one of them. That is like another £100 though. Maybe don't. Maybe I wasted a load of money. Cool. So let's do that one. All right, let's do it. I feel like I'm how do I feel? Channeling sips. I was listening to all this jazz. That's what I feel like I'm doing. So, no, it would be sort of, what would it be? This is going to be the front door. Branch would kind of come up like that, wouldn't it? And the other one would come up like that, and the house would be like that. I know how terrible that looks. It is just a reference. Much more natural seeing what you're doing where the pen is. Yes, it is true. Being able to just see what you draw directly under where you're drawing it. Yeah, absolutely. I'd recommend it if you've got the money. I mean, like I said, I kind of put myself in a bit of risk getting it, but luckily it paid off. I got a job, and it's not doing this. The job is kind of it's a bit different. It's a bit more commercial, but I still get to draw stuff, and that's fun. So, yeah, I'm not complaining at all. Hey Hannah, can I join the Yogscart? Thanks, okay, bye. I did an animation actually of one of the Yog pods, and someone got back to me about it. Almost said they'd take it, and then he said you weren't doing Yog pod ones anymore, which is understandable. It's kind of old content. It was Yog pod 15 with the poor quality MIDI soundtracks. I did a little skit on that. That is too small. That needs to come out like here.
You are listening to royalty-free-music-radio.com.
Like a bit further. And that needs to come out like that. Go up a bit. Okay, cool. Let's actually start doing something. Yeah, cool. Okay. Kind of sounds like the Pink Panther. I think it might be, should we say, a copyright safe version of the Pink Panther that I'm listening to at the moment. Oh, can I sing that? Will YouTube ban it?
Your office, store, or restaurant without paying the high monthly fees charged by BMI and ASCAP.
21 people. I feel like Lamadi has brought in some viewers there. I appreciate that, Lamadi. Thank you. Hi guys, welcome. Sing out of tune. That's sad. Just got back from the gym. Thought I'd have a look. This is nice. Thank you. Thanks for the retweet. Much bigger audience. I do. Thank you very much for the retweet. That's sad. You should do more random things. Also, I'm not anything to do with the main staff. Staff's no idea what they're doing with freelancers. Damn. I ain't joking. I'm not. But I am. Fucking hell, this pen. It glitches out sometimes, this pen.
You are listening to royalty-free music.
Another reason not to spend 700 quid on a broken bit of material. Whack on. You lovely, lovely people. I feel like I haven't made this tall enough. Ooh, perspective. I really can't do perspective. Maybe you shouldn't hire me. Maybe I need to get better first. So there's sort of this bit, which I'm having a bit of trouble with. It'd be sort of cut out, wouldn't it? And then come round, and there'd be like, that's cut out of the roof, and then there would be a set of railings that would do that. They do that? Almost. That's almost right. Phoebe? No, hang on, sorry, I've just got to move my cat. She's about to ruin all my models. Phoebe, you can't be up there, darling. Hello. There you go, puppy. Al Sniffy in the house. That fucking emote. Bleach Kitten, welcome everyone else. I am using a Wacom Cintiq 13 HD. It's about 700 quid. I'd recommend it if you're making money. If you're not, I'd recommend a Bamboo. It works just as well, with a bit more practice. I'll do for now because I can't get this bloody perspective right. Be a little ladder poking out of the hole. So for those that don't know, I'm doing this for a fan-made Yogscart game called Yogscart. It's basically Mario Kart but with all the Yogscart people in it. Check it out. We're working really hard on it, and we're having a good time as well. I only just recently got on the team, actually. They were looking for modelers and things, but I said, you know, I can do graphic design and a bit of concept art, and they took me on very kindly. They're in the chat as well if you want to say hello. Okay, this is starting to come together. I like it. Does that come out further? Yeah, that comes out further, doesn't it? For sure. The Cintiqs are beautiful. I wish I was rich. You do need to be rich. The one I'm looking for, maybe get in. I don't know. Wacom, they're not great with their. I shouldn't be saying this so often. They're not great with their support, so it kind of puts me off buying one. But I get the feeling they sort of nerfed the 13 so much in order for you to want to upgrade to the bigger ones. If you can afford it, get one of the bigger ones. They are like $2.5 grand though, so I wouldn't be surprised if people can't afford it. I certainly can't. Not with my wages. But yeah, they're perfect. I mean, like the guy that animated the genie in Aladdin recently vouchsafed how good they are. So, I mean, what higher praise can you get, really? It's one of the greatest achievements of modern animation of our time was the genie. Especially because I read an article when Robin Williams passed away of how much of his lines were actually improvised, because obviously that's what Robin Williams does. But so much were improvised that he couldn't win an award for it or something, because he couldn't win best writing or best comedian or whatever, because he just made it all up, which is a tribute to himself, really. But yeah, this guy's sort of been animating with Disney for years and years and years. God damn it. This is another thing, you pay 700 quid for something and then it glitches out occasionally because they don't update the drivers. I don't know. I'm not complaining. I am not complaining. I worked my little butt ski off to get this. Bricks or wood? No, we'll never have a friend like him. It's true. Very true. He was such a great man. Little known film actually of his, What Dreams May Come. If you haven't seen What Dreams May Come, it's one of the most beautiful films I've ever seen. It's very sad. It's kind of like how Jim Carrey did, you know, like The Truman Show. It kind of came out of that sort of style of breaking out from his typecast. It's about, it's very sad, I'm not going to ruin it. He basically, he spends a lot of time in heaven, as in the afterlife, and he meets people from his life, and it's very beautiful, very sad. But one of Robin Williams' greatest films, and it is hugely underappreciated because it's not a funny one. It didn't do very well because it was a bit too complicated, I think, for most mainstream audiences. But at the same time, those that did, it was like a split, you know, down the middle. It was Marmite. People loved it. The people that loved it, and the people that hated it just couldn't get on board with the themes and stuff. It was very dark for Robin Williams as well. Very, very dark. We kind of migrated from jazz to flamenco style. Don't know what this is. Who's the person on the Yogscart account? I don't know. I guess it's Hannah. It says Yogscart Hannah. Misk is here. Looking good, Matt. Thank you.
You now
It's Ross. It's whoever you want it to be. Oh, Yogscart account. Yes, Ross. Yeah. His main monologue from that is used by a YouTuber called Frankie on PC in 1080. First time I heard it and watched the film because of it. You say it's very morbid, but this was quite beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. That sums it up. It's sort of poignant, I guess, is the word. It's like beauty comes from how sad it is. Sketchily has a 13 HD. He's not super good at drawing, but it's a lot more fun than pencil and paper. That's very true. I kind of like pencil and paper sometimes as well, though. I mean, just the way it is. Cat. Yes, we have some cats. Sorry. Hannah, we've got some cats. I can show you. I can show you the cats. There's one cat chasing an owl, and one owl that just does not give a shit. There is another cat up there, chilling out. Looks a little bit like Simba. I cannot draw cats. I just simply can't. Everything? Yeah, that's everything I need. What's that there? What's on that there? Bugger all.
You are listening to royalty-free music radio.
What's on this layer? Everything. Alright, cool. Bricks or wood for the house? I kind of like the thing of this being sort of made out of clay, like this bit. And these sort of just being like blue slates. I know that's not the way it is in Owl Island, but I don't want to copy it, you know, I want to sort of put my own spin on it a bit. Oh, my cat, which is adorable. Niles, you'll be delighted with the cats. She is adorable. Fun story, well, not fun story. She's been beaten up by another cat where she used to live. It was bullying her and stuff like that up in the Isle of Wight. So my girlfriend Emma convinced me that I did like cats after all, because, you know, I love her and therefore I love cats. And when I got her, I did absolutely fall in love with her. She's called Phoebe. She's lovely, and she's now, at the moment, staring intently at my mice, which are not your dinner. They're my pets. She's giving me the boil. You know how cats can do that thing where they simultaneously look completely innocent and incredibly evil at the same time? She's doing that. Good job, Emma. Yeah, yeah, no. I've done loads since I last looking amazing. Thanks, Portuguese. What is this for? Zax. This is for Yogscart. If you scroll down on the Twitch page, you'll see it. It's a fan-made racing game based off of Mario Kart and stuff like that. And I'm just doing a bit of concept art for the Owl Island track, is what we're doing. Mavlock says it's... yep, there you go, Latifi knows. Mario Kart Yogscart edition. Yeah. Well, I don't need to explain, the chat can explain. Cool, let's sort of add some leaves in there and let's get on with it. So for new people, I'm building a part of the track that at the moment was just a cliff. It was a cliff that sort of, this part of the trees here used to be just a cliff and then a drop, and then the airship was just in a valley. But we don't want to do that. We want to make it a bit more interesting. So we're having like wooden slats climb up through the trees, and we're gonna have some tree houses in there and stuff as well. And I'm just sort of doing a close up of the treehouse Mark 1 at the moment with a charming Nilesy chilling out. Let's get some line. Now this is like initial concept. This is all off the top of my head, so it's not an amazing design, to be honest. But it gets the point across. Yogscart sounds amazing. Thank you. Everybody loves cats. Even if you don't know it yet, you do. I guess that's true. I am loving Phoebe. Certainly happened for me in any case. Alright, cool. Let's do some black lines. I might have time to add colours. Gets back from the gym. Much like you, Hannah, Emma goes to the gym every bloody day and leaves me at home. All by my lonesome. Well, not by my lonesome. Joined by 34 lovely people. And Phoebe, of course. So this will look much, much better when the guys with the actual talent get hold of it and put it in 3D space and everything. It's going to look cool as heck. That's like part of the fun about doing this side of things, is that if you kind of cock up a bit, it doesn't matter, because Miska and Robochiz and everyone, they'll fix it all. So where I can't really handle perspective because I haven't really had any formal training or anything, those guys don't matter because they'll just make a cylinder and it will be a cylinder. They don't have to draw it. Your cat meows in the middle of the night at nothing. Mine does that too. Until you turn the light on and look at her, then she looks at you guiltily, don't you, Phoebes? Yes. She also meows to be let out and then stands directly outside the door cleaning herself. And then when you tell her to come in, she sniffs at you and walks away. Cats are very aloof creatures. They are not like dogs at all. I was a huge dog person. Not like a hybrid, but like I liked dogs. Until we brought Phoebe home. And it cost us a lot of money the other day though. We had to take her to the vets because where the other cats were bullying her, she's got like patches of fur missing and they're growing back, and I think they're itching like mad, obviously. And she's kind of dug them a bit with her claws where she's been scratching. So we had to go get her some antibiotics and stuff. And that set us back a pretty penny. So, yeah. Don't get a cat unless you've got hundreds of pounds lying around. My dog thinks and was raised as a cat. Does that count? Your rabbit thinks it's a dog by a cat. Sure, that counts. I've seen like videos and stuff of dogs and cats chilling out together. I think Phoebe would just flee from any kind of other animal. Cat dog. You guys remember? Was it Cat Dog on the Cartoon Network or something? My dog was raised by a cat and even cleans himself as a cat. Good for your dog. I'm sure he's a very clean dog. That is one thing cats do. I read on the line, so I can't speak for the efficacy of this. But they clean themselves for a total of like an hour or 2 hours a day. Every day they just spend cleaning. Because we were worried that she was over cleaning out of stress and stuff. But apparently she's not. I mean, I still think she might be a little bit stressed because, you know, moving house, cats are very territorial. They care more about their territory than they do about people. So obviously moving house for her was very stressful, but apparently she's fine. It's just the itch of all the stuff growing back which is freaking her out a bit. So I hope that's all it is, because we try and look after her, don't we? Yeah, the cartoon with the cat on one end and the dog on the other. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Yeah, cat dog, dog cat. Well, the development chat's just going crazy with stuff that I'm missing. That's fine. Love that cartoon. Also the one with the Beaver Brothers. Yeah, those are weird. My favourite was Fairly Odd Parents, though. That was great with Cosmo and Wanda and everyone. Timmy. I related to Timmy. I didn't have fairy godparents. I was just a bit weird. Yeah, so I'm going to try and speed up so I can at least finish this before Emma gets back. Because we're watching Buffy tonight. I finally convinced Emma that Joss Whedon is the best writer in the universe. And she believes me. We watched Firefly and Dollhouse and Serenity and all of the cancelled ones, and she fell in love with it. So I'm trying to introduce her to Buffy. She's enjoying it so far. I'm not sure how long that will last. Personally, I think Buffy's the weakest of all Joss Whedon's programs, but that's like saying, you know, oh, this is only premium steak rather than high-class premium steak, because as we all know, he is literally a god, much like Tina Fey is a god. Maybe we can have a little Phoebe up here. Chilling out. I'm probably going to need to go fairly soon. But if you enjoyed this, I'll be back tomorrow. Probably doing the same thing. Around the same time. I'm going to resume my idea I had because I got set back when your PSU blew up. What the hell is a PSU? I don't know. I used to watch Fairly Odd Parents every summer. Oh, that's Yogscart. Oh, you guys don't have to talk to you. In the UK, Yogscart, blah, blah, blah. No one cares. Yeah, cat dog. How does cat dog poop? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how cat dog poops. I don't think he does. I don't think he eats. Do you ever see cat dog eating? Here's the thing. Like, in no programs or films or anything does the action stop because they're like, okay, we gotta go take down the terrorist core, but just first, I gotta pop to the toilet. You know, I get that that would ruin the action or the suspense or whatever, but I feel like that's something that's missing from television programs and from films. I mean, I should be able to tell you why that is, as a media student and as a film student, but a graduate rather. But I can't. It baffles me, and it continues to baffle me. Middle rectum. Hola, Beard. How's it going, man? Beard is another member of our development crew. Middle rectum. I can't draw. I can't draw. I said terrorist was 24 in my mind. Probably. I mean, like, I've never seen 24, but I understand the concept. Wasn't it that, like, each series was a 24-hour period, and each episode was, like, an hour real time? Yeah. How come they don't poop? It's a vital question. It's breaking the fourth wall. Not the fourth wall. It's breaking my immersion. Oh dear. 5 to 9. I can do this. I can at least finish the line-up. Emma may have to wait 10 minutes for Buffy. How old is Fairly Odd Parents? 15, 16 years, I guess. It's very old. That's what the breaks are for, according to Keith Sutherland. Oh, yeah, yeah. It started in 2001. 14 years ago. 14 years? Man, I need to watch some new programs. All the programs I watch are really old. Shy, try and add in Nilesy. I'm not great at people yet. People, it takes me a lot to get people right. So this may go horribly wrong.
Royalty-free music
Fucking
radio.com. High-quality music.
legs.
Right in your place of business.
How do legs work? Oh. I'm going to do cartoon legs. Nausea. With 2 eyes. How's that look? Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Yeah, he'll get there. What's missing? Is the rope ladder. Need to get up this tree. And you need to get up the tree.
You now have the right to play music in your office, store, or restaurant without paying.
And then, where's, I guess the road is down here, isn't it? Like, starting to come up on stilts. That's what I go for. Got on the go-karts just screaming by. Yeah. And this is more tree, that's why it looks wrong. That needs to be like, really it needs to be like out here, doesn't it? Draw some of this speech bubble saying nay. In joke there. I still watch Xena Warrior Princess from time to time. Man, that was a good show. I tell you what, I tried to watch it the other day though. It is really dated now. It is so funny to watch. Thunderbirds is now computer animated. Yes, yes it is. Mavlock says it looks good. Thank you. Peruna says you like the gods. It needs more support. You're right, Technar Relay. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm adding. You got there before me. I'm like a big dum-dum, and I forgot that you need to add like wooden struts and things to like hold it onto the actual tree, and that's why it looks like it wasn't really there, because it shouldn't be there. It's a good rule with drawing. If it physically can't be there, that's why it looks wrong. I guess. I don't know, I'm talking like I actually know stuff. I don't know, goddamn thing about drawing.
You now have the right to play music in your office, store, or restaurant.
That looks wrong. That looks so wrong. Do, 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 do. Why does that look wrong? Is it because there's no actual depth to this wood? That also could be another thing. What is it? Oh, you want to go out again, don't you? This is another thing with cats. You work to their schedule, and that is all there is to it. I'll lay out in a second, Bubba. I think it was more bulbous in the original design as well, along the bottom. Yeah, it's like attached that way. I mean, this is like preliminary sketches here, guys, so don't expect like amazing artwork. Cool. Alright, Owl Island. Concept art 2. Should we try adding a bit of colour? You don't own cats, cats own you. And you have to learn to like it. That is very true. Please, you own me. Come on. Here you go. Ba-bum-bum. 37 people watching. Thanks for coming along, guys. I hope you're enjoying it. Cats own you and your home. I'm sitting on the far end of the sofa and our cat is smack bang in the middle. What am I making? Winter Moose. I am making a tree house from Owl Island for a video game called Yogscart, which is a racing based video game with the Yogscart characters in it. And she's now sitting directly outside the door looking in at me drawing. It's very beneficial for you. This is the bit I'm drawing now. I'm drawing this bit at the moment, and it's going okay. It's not great. I may make this tree just sort of do that. Does that look better? Oh no, that doesn't look better. That looks better. That looks fine. As I said, I'm sort of a professional graphic designer, not a professional illustrator. So this is very much a hobby. The kind of stuff I do is logo animation. I did a couple of documentaries with this sort of stuff in it, which I made during university. But the main thing is like logo animation, corporate kind of stuff as well, and I keep doing this in my spare time. If you want to see, you can follow the link, my website, mattscuttingroom.com, or you can go to my YouTube, which you just YouTube link TC1, and it should come up. And that's got all my stuff on it, all my fun stuff that I've done in the past. The Matt's Cutting Room link is more of a portfolio, but it's outdated. I'm currently rebuilding it. I'm rebuilding the website sort of in this sort of style as well, this sort of hand-drawn black and white style. Okay, cool. Let's try adding some colour. I mean, I'm not great at colour, but we will give it a go because there's 30 people here and I need to impress. Let's call this building 1. Let's call that line,
You are listening to Royalty
and let's call that colour. Alright. Let's get some nice brown. Is that a nice brown? I can never tell. Is that a nice brown? Let's do a poll. Straw poll. Is that a nice brown? We need to add a Q&A section in the description images for this Twitch channel. That's a good idea, Yogscart. Great work. What graphics tablet do I use? Riced122. I use a Wacom Cintiq 13 HD. It's worth it if you're earning money. If not, get a Bamboo. Can I put someone with the speech bubble nay above their head? This is my brother. And it is an old in-joke. I don't even know. I don't even remember where it comes from anymore. I think it came from like a dream or something, and like one of us had a horse head for a head. I don't know. No. It's just not funny to anyone except me and him. Speaking of Moon, I'm the chump who did the Moon Quest track basic as hell design. Racing on the Moon, Moon Quest, that might be 1.3. Yes, that is a very good idea. You could have a bit where you jump off the moon, and everything's in like sort of like low gravity, so like the jumps can be really big. That'd be cool. Horse head, probably Dan. Oh, Race 122. Who are you? Are you Nikos? Nah, it's not Nikos. It might be Nikos. Dan is Race 122 Nikos. Dan is Poultry Judas, everyone, by the way. I'm just trying to catch up with the comments. Do I like the idea of racing? Yeah, we've read that one. Creators everywhere, man-made ones. So be sure to shout out the Q&A. Oh, it's Left Terrace. Of course it is. Not Nicholas. Sorry, did we find out? Do we like this brown? No, I don't like it. I'm going to change it. I don't care if you guys like it. I think I have to go now anyway. I think I just had the door. Yeah, that's okay, brown. Let's use that, yeah. Is there a better brush we can use? No, let's stick with this. Let's do it in like a really rough, cartoony style. I'm drawing the right layer, aren't I? I always do this. I always draw on the layer which has got the ink on it. I'm not just constantly putting myself down, by the way. I actually just sometimes cannot stand my drawings. But that's fine. It just means that I will try and be better. Let's do this one. I'm listening to royaltyfreemusicradio.com, which keeps interrupting my jazz every 20 seconds, in case you didn't know, from the message that interrupts my jazz every 20 seconds. And for anyone else, yes, I stole the jazz thing from Sips because it is so relaxing. It looks so easy when someone draws like this, but when I draw, all I get are deformed things. Yeah, poop-coloured brown. It is poop-coloured brown. It will look like poop-coloured brown. You just keep going, man. Pyronus. Pyronus. Yeah, Pyronus. All I did was just keep going, and I don't think I'm very good yet, but I'm getting there for sure. You just need to do it every day, man. Like every single day, just draw a picture. Doesn't matter if it's any good. Doesn't matter if you hate it or love it or whatever. Just draw every day. And if you don't draw every day, then you kind of got no excuse as to why you're bad. I mean, like I was crap, like really crap. Like I couldn't even draw a circle until I just started doing it every day, and like I slowly saw myself improve a little bit. And I'm no way in any way near one of the best drawers in the world, even at the best drawers that I know. I bet the best drawers don't call them drawers for a start. Well, at least I don't think they do. But yeah, just gotta keep going. Keep doing it. If you like it, draw. If you get frustrated, draw another one. Don't delete stuff. I find like deleting stuff is probably the worst thing you can do because then you can never go back and see what you did wrong. So like out of this, I'll probably do all of this again. But at least I'll know where I went wrong. That's what I tell myself. Alright. Poop coloured brown. Got like a nice sandstone colour. Do you want a blue roof? A blue slate? Does that look good? That doesn't look bad actually. Where's Emma? Artists, noise. Life is just a bunch of deformed things. That is very wise, Beard. Very wise. Much better. There you go. She likes it. Much better. Sorry, Hannah. Hannah likes it. Good. Much better. Yeah. I like it when people say much better. It means I've actually got it right. Rather than what it was before, which is terrible.
You now have the right to play music in your office, store, or restaurant without paying the high monthly fees charged by BMI and Yogscart.
I know I'm spending a bit of a while on these slates, but like the leaves aren't important. I mean, leaves are leaves; they're already rendered. It doesn't matter. So that's why I just sort of smushed them around and just did it really quickly. But all this is new. This isn't rendered at all in the game yet. This is like just off the top of my head. So I kind of need to give the guys a bit more detail. Black cat? Let me know. Black cat. Spotty cat. It's a leopard. Nilesy. Colours Nilesy shirt. Green. Why did I even ask that? I knew the answer. Can't see a fucking thing because I drew all the blue lines on the same layer as the black lines. I keep doing that. I'm such a dum-dum. I just overdo the lines a bit there on his arms. So you can actually see what the hell's going on. Bright green Nilesy shirt. Which again, you can't see because of all the blue lines. I am such a dum-dum. Don't call it cheating. Who's cheating? Oh, that is a good blue. Was looking away at something else, but I like. Thank you. Thank you. The blue is good. People like the blue. That's good. It has to be a black cat. Yes, black cat. Don't call it cheating. Cheat. Black cat. That's a bit too black. Yeah, you're right. It kind of has to be a black cat. Let's get rid of those spots. Sandstone. I was thinking, cheat? Who's cheating? We have a cheat way for adding detail to models. Oh, okay, that's fine. I thought you were saying I was cheating. I'm not cheater. I drew this myself. There's that guy, I nearly swore again, I need to stop. I saw on the Twitter who was like printing someone else's, like photoshopping someone else's artwork onto his sketch. What an asshole! It was on Tutron's Twitter or something. Not enough like Snape, 4 out of 10. Fair enough. I mean, like if you want it to be Snape, I mean I can make Snape. I mean this is how you make Snape. What you do is you do this. And then you do and now Snape is overlooking his his law. Yeah, I'm not going to keep that. Sorry, guys. I can draw Snape if you want. I'll give it a go. I'll do it separately. I'll do it tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. See, this is good plugging. Come back tomorrow for a lovely drawing of Professor Snape dressed as Gnarlsy, or Gnarlsy dressed as Professor Snape. Whichever one you would prefer. Is this a good sandstone? That. Is it a good sandstone? No, it's too much like the wood. It needs to be like that. Oh, no, that's horrible. It needs to be like that. No, that's too saturated. It needs to be that. I don't know, help me out. Turn the concept art into a Where's Snape book. Okay, I forgot the wand. I did forget the wand. I'm sorry. Dark yellow, Vaxor thinks. Yeah. Dark yellow? I mean, that's what I was trying to go for, like a sandstone-y. I mean, I guess the way to do it is to use, like if I grab this color code, what is it? I need somewhere to quickly 6C8EA8, and then you go to color palette generator. A little bit cheaty, but not really if you don't care about that sort of thing, which I don't, because I don't have an understanding. I kind of get, you know, color wheels and stuff. So I think this way you can sort of put in the color code, say like 6C8EA8. And now I know that the opposite of blue that goes well with blue is orange, and purple and yellow and green and red. Those are like complementary colors on the color wheel. But if I can't find like the specific tone of orange that would work well, you just sort of drag it into here and you go, skin coloured? Nah. Like, all of these, as you can see, are very complementary to the picture. I kind of like... Do I like that? DC9666? DC9666? Do we like that? Oh, hello. Yeah, we like that. Hello. Brown with a warm lighting. Yeah, beard nose. Lumadia, have you ever played Yogscart? Probably not. Isn't sandstone a more greyish yellow? Probably, yes. Maybe something dark red, more yellowy, I think. I'm going to do a little patch and people can tell me which ones they prefer. That is my cat. Out of those three colours, which one do you all prefer? Sandstone can have some pretty cool patterns. That is true, Unreal K9. It's very true. Isn't sandstone a more greyish yellow? Oh, my love. I'm still streaming. I'll be off in a minute. How's Jim?
Fine, who are you talking to?
Everyone on chat. You can hear me and you. Yeah. I've got to go. Anna's back. I'll resume this tomorrow. I'm going to finish colouring this wall first before I leave. Okay. Phoebe's outside. Alright, see you in a bit. Which one? Orange one, left, right one. It might work for Kim's Mario Kart style. That's true, it might. Right goes with the blue. Yeah, it does. I've had one vote for left, one vote for middle, and one vote for right. And the more orange one, yeah, orange one. You guys are right. Orange one.
musicradio.com. High quality music to play in your place of business.
Orange one. So I'm going to quickly finish this wall and then I'll be gone. I'll be back online tomorrow around the same time, sort of 7 to 9ish. And we'll probably carry on this, to be honest. I've got a few more concepts for the buildings to do, and I've got to do the airship as well, which will be exciting. So yeah. Is that too much now that I see it? No, it looks quite nice actually. Okay, yeah, I like that. I can't stay too long though, I do have to go. We're watching Buffy, and that's very important. Man, I wish I got rid of those blue lines, I'm such an idiot. I might be able to get rid of most of them with a bit of trickery. How would this be dark? It would be dark like along here, wouldn't it? This is another thing I don't have to worry about, the guys will handle the lighting. Oh, that is hideous. Ah. I am rushing and forgetting how to Photoshop. Yeah. Bye, Paris. Thanks for coming, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, follow Twitter and everything. All of that jazz. But don't worry too much because I'll be back later in any case. Oh god, is that a good? No, I think the best thing to do would be fake shadow. Oh, good tip for those who use Photoshop. Just use black and fade the opacity to get like the naturally shadowed colour. Alright, that'll do for today. I mean, oh, no. Let's fix that for sure. That will do for 2 day. It's very rough, very quick. I will probably, I don't know, man. I mean, I'll work on it. I'll definitely work on it. That's what we've done today, chaps. Not bad. Not bad at all. Thanks for joining me. Fee Zone. Bye bye. See you later.